Well, hello, friends. I want to talk about a subject that's important. I call it divine salvation. Divine salvation actually starts at the moment of the human conception, which is a scientific, literal happening that can be observed by a flash of light. That flash of light is a zinc spark. When the sperm activates an egg, when the sperm activates the egg, this isn't metaphorical. Is a measure, a burst of fluorescent light that's released by zinc ions triggered by a calcium surge inside the egg. This is scientific. I call it scientific salvation, quite frankly. The brightness of the spark, the more visible the egg, suggesting a kind of divine fingerprint encoded in light. Jesus calls himself the light of the world, and we become the light of the world as well at conception when the egg and the sperm meet, and this phenomenon of light happens. And scientifically, it can be observed, by the way. If you want to do a little research, you're welcome to do that. Well, and there's encoded light. Now, let's imagine this through the lens of your metaphysical teachings. Metaphysical teachings. What does it mean to be born from above? Born from above. John 3:3 is often interpreted as spiritual rebirth, but what if it also points to the moment light enters matter when the sperm impregnates the egg and the zinc spark could symbolize the arrival of divine consciousness. That's a power statement, folks. The zinc spark that happens at this moment could actually symbolize the arrival of divine consciousness, the soul's descent into form, if you will. It's as if the cosmos whispers, "Let there be light," and the embryo responds by producing light. Where Jesus said, "We're the light of the world." He said, "He's the light of the world, and we're one with Him." So understanding this reality further, scientific foundations, this zinc spark, burst of light observed at the fertilization, marking the egg's activation, the calcium surge that triggers the release of zinc ions, which bind to fluorescence molecules. The embryo's visibility, the intensity of the spark correlates with the egg's potential to develop. Well, it does. After about 40 weeks in the mother's womb, what happens? The arrival of a spirit being birthed by God through this process of conception of the egg and the sperm meeting. And here comes this beautiful baby boy or girl into this world with flesh on. I call us as spirit beings with flesh. We're not human beings. We're spirit beings with flesh, scientifically, if you will. So look it up yourself. Metaphysical interpretation, light is a consciousness. Light is a consciousness. The spark may represent the soul's interport. The spark may represent the soul's entry point, a divine indignation born from above, not just spiritual awakening, but the little descent of light into form. That's who we are. We're light because we're flesh on. I've been saying this for months and months, and few people actually have gotten it. And even fewer people have asked me how to explain this to them. And I do a mentoring class, a free mentoring class, to explain this phenomena when the egg and the sperm meet. I've done a lot of research on this topic, and I'd love to share it with you if you have interest. It's free. You can contact me at Dr. Cecil at teachtruth.net. That's right. Dr. Cecil at teachtruth.net. I'll send you a link that we can get together on Zoom or WhatsApp, and I'll explain this phenomenon happens when the sperm and the egg meet. There's light, and we, at that moment in time, we're actually birthed by God. It's God's principle. He said in Genesis, be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. So what does this mean? We have babies over and over in this world that's multiplying the earth, that's taking dominion over the earth. Having dominion over the earth is a whole different subject that I really need to explain to you how that happens. Unfortunately, we don't understand this first part to understand how to get to the second part. But if you're interested in getting a clarification on this subject, you can email me at Dr. Cecil at teachtruth.net. That's Dr. Cecil at teachtruth.net. So as I end everything I say and do, I simply say, well, be blessed, friends. Why? Because you already are, according to Ephesians 1:3.